Lisa Nemeth. I am the principal of Ludlow High School, and I ask that you all please stand for the Star Spangled Banner, which will be performed by the members of the Ludlow High School Concert Chorus under the direction of Mr. Kevin McAvoy. Please remove all hats and silence all cell phones and electronic devices. I ask that the seniors who are members of the concert choir come forward at this time. Audience, please be seated. Ms. Denise, please seat your class. Because Memorial Day was just 10 days ago, I ask that we pause for a moment to honor all those who served in our military and made the ultimate sacrifice. Thank you. And now those in the audience and behind me who will be serving in the military, have served in the military, or are currently in the military, to please stand to be recognized for your service and dedication to the armed forces. Thank you. Welcome Superintendent Dr. Frank Tiano, school committee members, Ludlow High School faculty and staff, parents, family members, friends, and most importantly, the Ludlow High School class of 2024. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 114th Ludlow High School commencement exercises. The class of 2024 is the 31st Ludlow High School class to graduate at the William D. Mullins Memorial Center. The William D. Mullins Memorial Center has a significant tie to Ludlow and its roots. Mr. Mullins lived in Ludlow and taught at Ludlow High School in the late 1960s. He was an educator of history and government for 12 years, was elected to the Ludlow Board of Selectmen, and eventually became a state representative. In 1985, Mr. Mullins, then the vice chairman of the House Ways and Means Committee, argued that the UMass Amherst campus lacked an indoor facility of sufficient size for major sports and other events. Mr. Mullins died of cancer in 1986 at the age of 54, but several of his colleagues in the legislature, as well as other supporters, carried on his project. As a tribute to Mullins' dedication to UMass sports, this facility was built and named in his memory. The Ludlow High School class of 1993 was the first high school class ever to hold their graduation at the William D. Mullins Memorial Center. So we will once again hear from the concert choir, with this being the seniors' last performance as members of the LHS choir. They will be singing Oceans and Stars by Amy Vernon. Enjoy.
What will you see?
I'd now like to introduce a young man who has achieved the status of being called the salutatorian. This young man has quite a resume of accomplishments here at Ludlow High School. Not only is his grade point average a 4.67, which is technically an A++, but he has found time to be involved in more than just his academics. He has been a member of the National Honor Society for 2 years, with his senior year holding the title of president. He is a member of the Ludlow High School's Leading Lions Club, Stock Market Club, and Games Club. He currently works for our athletic department, and last year was employed by our district's instructional technology department, where he was responsible for all things related to computers. He has spent numerous hours volunteering his time for many athletic events, such as Tasty Tuesdays and LDAA golf tournaments. He applied to and was accepted at Northeastern University, University of Alaska Fairbanks, Florida Tech, Worcester Polytechnic Institute, Western New England University, Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, and UMass Amherst. He will be attending UMass Amherst this fall, where he will major in computer science with the hope of one day having a career in either software engineering or cybersecurity. The salutatorian will receive his distinguished medal from his mother Sonia and his brother Johnny. Evan Jaworski, class of 2024 salutatorian, please come forward to accept your medal. Being called the valedictorian of your class is obviously an honor and an achievement that not only involves hard work during your 4 years of high school, but it involves a personality of determination, perseverance, and courage to stand out. Theron Peltier, who is this year's valedictorian, has a GPA of 4.71. Theron has been busy here at Ludlow High School, not only with his academics, but he is a member and the treasurer of the National Honor Society, a member of the Leading Lions Club, and a member of the Tabletop Games Club. Theron played boys volleyball for 3 years for Ludlow High School and was also the girls volleyball team manager for 2 years. Theron has found much joy volunteering with his grandfather at his church in Agawam, where he prepared food, landscaped, and helped with many odd jobs. Somehow, he also found time to work at Big Y as a cashier. Theron applied and was accepted at Western New England University, Massachusetts Maritime Academy, and University of New Hampshire. Theron will be attending Western New England University, where he will major in business analytics and information management. Theron is not sure where his study in business will take him, but he knows he's interested in a career that allows him to do research, collect data, and as he said to me, use spreadsheets. I would now like to call forward Theron Peltier, who will receive his valedictorian medal from his parents Michelle and Christopher, and then he will address his class.
Good evening, families, friends, faculty, and most importantly of all, Ludlow High School graduates. My name is Theron Peltier, and as many of my fellow graduates are used to hearing me introduce myself on the Counseling Corner the last 2 years, hi, I'm Theron Peltier. But I'm not here today to introduce us to an episode of Counseling Corner. I'm here today to introduce us to this year's 2024 graduation. We are gathered today for what many of us will undoubtedly remember for years to come. Either that or it'll be a complete blur. No matter how each of us remembers today, its importance cannot be understated. Graduates, you are all here for a reason, and you must never forget how proud you should be of yourselves for reaching this point. I said earlier, my name is Theron. I'm incredibly grateful to have this opportunity to speak with all of you today. I figured the best way to begin would be to go back to the beginning. For many of you, that would mean going back to East Street, or Vets, or even Baird. My start in the Ludlow school system, however, was freshman year, if you can even count that. I found myself in public school for the first time, in a new town surrounded by people I didn't know. Online learning was just the cherry on top. Instead of meeting new friends, I was meeting Google avatars and ceiling fans. Instead of learning to navigate my new school, I was learning to navigate Google Classroom. When we did finally get the opportunity to go in person, I took it, but things still weren't normal. Masks, one-way hallways, 3 classes a day, only half the students being in person, all things which made finding my way through this new environment quite difficult. And though not everyone was new to Ludlow like I was, I noticed many people experienced the same difficulties. It doesn't matter how many people you know or how long you've been in Ludlow for, trying to get through a year of school in those conditions is brutal. But June came fast, and just like that, I had completed my freshman year. We all had. Even though we were pushed apart by these imposed barriers, we, as a class, were able to get through a whole year of school. Looking back, that was the first indicator of how great of a class I had joined. I was surrounded by strong-willed people who wouldn't let anything push them down. That fact was clear to me then, and it's clear to me now, as we all sit here, ready to go forward into the world. Sophomore year, I was expecting more of the same, a difficult-to-navigate world where everyone was still struggling to find footing in high school. In fact, I remember telling my mom at the beginning of the year that I had one singular goal for this school year. And this is crazy, so brace yourself, guys. I wanted to talk to at least 5 people in each of my 7 classes. I know, crazy. What I did not realize was how truly wonderful this class before us today was. Almost immediately, I was able to find a group of friends with whom I shared much in common. But I also found more than that. I saw different friend groups across our class, but they weren't cliquey like the ones you see in high school movies. Throughout the year, I found myself getting to know all sorts of different people from all across the school. As the year went on, I made new friends, be it through classes, lunch, or my newfound love of volleyball. For me, sophomore year was indicative of one very clear fact. This class, our class, was not ordinary. I can safely say that I found myself surrounded by some of the kindest and most accepting people I have ever met in my life. The next 2 years were more of the same, meeting new people, making new friends, growing closer with this class than I could have ever imagined to be possible in the last 3 years since we returned to normal schooling. I will be forever thankful to those I met, both students and faculty, and for the wonderful times they gave me here at this school, a sentiment I believe is shared by many. And now, after everything, we're here. Parents, here comes the hard part. We made it. A lot has changed since we were younger. Ideas, beliefs, friendships, hobbies, passions, all things which change and grow alongside us as people. And we still have time and space to grow. I'm sure no one is the same as they were when they were little, even as they were freshman year, and I'm certain none of us will be the exact same 4 years from now. And that's good. It's part of being human. Ever since we were young, we've had dreams, aspirations, goals that we can reach. And those also change, but now we can freely pursue them. I know every person here will go out into the world and do something great. And I'm not just saying that, I swear. I've gotten to know everyone in this class and can say with confidence, we will all do amazing things. I'm sure of it. And now is our chance to grab those dreams. And if you get out there and your dream changes, don't be afraid to follow your heart, because at the end of the day, you need to command your own life, and you can't let anyone hold you back. There have always been haters, and there always will be. Those people who say you won't be nothing, but they're wrong. You are something. You are you, and you will always have that. But don't let them get to you. Let them fuel the fire that burns within you. Succeed so there is nothing else that they can say to you but congratulations. I have seen every one of you work hard, Sometimes we work so hard that we forget how to vacation. But it's okay to take a step back and enjoy the smaller details in life, as long as you can be happy. When I look out, I see one of the most dedicated groups of people that I take so much pride in calling my classmates, my friends, and I know everyone out in the audience is proud, and you all should be too. And so, as I close this speech, I hope you all remember the good times and all the fond memories over the years, because I sure will. Look, we made it. Yeah, we made it.
I would now like to introduce the class president, Melina Denise, who will be giving the graduation message.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Melina Denise, and I've had the honor of serving as class president for the past 4 years. Thank you for joining us tonight to celebrate the hard work, dedication, and growth of the graduating class of 2024. I would like to begin by acknowledging those who have guided and supported us along the way. Thank you to our class advisors, Mrs. Roy, Mrs. Bernard, and Mr. Nason, for all of your time and energy in helping shape our high school experience into something so unforgettable. Another big thank you to our senior show directors, Mrs. Yanio and Mrs. Smith, for making this show one of the greatest memories of our senior year. Many said it was the best senior show in a very long time, but also the longest in history. 4 hours, actually. Last but not least, a huge thank you to Superintendent Dr. Tiano, Mrs. Nemeth, Mr. Mitchell, Mr. Taylor, Mr. Rillo, our school counselors, faculty, and staff for their guidance along our journey. That journey began 4 years ago, not by nervously navigating the halls of Ludlow High School as timid freshmen, but by trying to get our computers to stop buffering so we could log into Google Meet. We learned to navigate not just a new school, but also a virtual world of online classes, breakout rooms, and muted microphones. Middle school to high school is a very big transition for all students. It is a shift into a life of independence and more freedom. For the class of 2024, this transition shaped us to thrive in moments of hardship and uncertainty. For instance, our sophomore year field trip. One of the buses broke down on the top of an underpass, leading us to pull into the back parking lot of a combined gas station and Dunkin'. What did this class do, you may ask? We bought out half the gas station and sat on the pavement behind it for about an hour and a half, students handing out plastic bowls of cereal and devouring countless munchkins while waiting for another bus to arrive. These experiences, while challenging, made great memories and brought our class together. We have learned how to persevere through our ups and downs while not worrying about what the future holds, but just enjoying the time that we have together. Growing up as a little girl who worried about literally everything, my mom would always tell me to stop worrying about the what-ifs or what could go wrong in the future. For the longest time, I just couldn't understand how to let go of that worry, and had a really hard time grasping my mother's guidance. The truth is, we often don't absorb the lessons we are told until we experience their meaning for ourselves, whether it's through personal hardship, high-stress situations, or simply maturity. I now realize my mother was right all along, as always. If the last 4 years have taught me anything, it's that obsessing over the uncertainties is a waste of time. Given this reality, a quote from Oprah Winfrey captures a useful mindset for us to adopt. Living in the moment means letting go of the past and not waiting for the future. It means living your life consciously, aware that each moment you breathe is a gift. So, class of 2024, let's pause to acknowledge this moment. I mean, look what we're wearing. What does this even mean? This isn't just another day. It is a day we've been working towards since the very beginning of our education. Surrounded by people who we're used to seeing every day with the knowledge that this is the last time we're all going to be in the same room together. We are gathered before our family, friends, and all those who supported us along the way. Please, take a moment, look at your peers surrounding you, and find your family in the audience. We are beyond grateful for all of you out there tonight and the endless support you have given us. We are all here together to recognize the dedication, hard work, and resilience it has taken to get to this very moment. As we celebrate, let's also remember those who are unable to be here with us tonight. Those whose influence and support have also been essential to our journey. As we exit the Mullen Center and go our separate ways tonight, know that our experiences have prepared us to take on any of life's inevitable hardships and surprises. The class of 2024 has left our mark on Ludlow High School, and I am confident that each and every one of us will go on to leave a unique and lasting impact on the world around us. No matter what your high school story was, this is your opportunity to share your gifts with the world. Don't let anything stand in the way of how you choose to shape what comes next. All I ask is that you please take this opportunity and make it what you want it to be. Cherish each moment, experience the highs, the lows, and everything in between. Live consciously, embrace every opportunity you have to grow and learn, and always strive to be the best version of yourself. Congratulations, seniors, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to lead our class through our last 4 years together. Class of 2024, this is not a bye forever, this is a bye for now.
So here we are, class of 2024, celebrating graduation. Your distinguished classmates have told you to look forward, reach for the stars, the future is yours, and many other inspiring messages. I'd like to take this moment to take a look back at this year and highlight for the audience the accomplishments of the class of 2024. To begin with, there are 166 graduates. 47 of those seniors are members of the National Honor Society, which is represented by their blue hood and blue and gold tassel. 81 seniors are wearing a gold cord, which represents the achievement of pro merito, which means their grade point average was an 85 or better upon graduation. 10 seniors are sitting in the front row wearing double cords, which represent they are the top 10 in their class. You guys want to wave? Two seniors are wearing a pink cord, which represents their membership in the National Tri-M Music Honor Society. They are exemplary students who represent true modern music masters. We have 5 seniors wearing a multicolor cord, which represents the Commonwealth's Seal of Biliteracy. These students have demonstrated proficiency in both English and a foreign language, which they have pursued for 5 years, along with the understanding of multiple cultures. The foreign languages represented are Spanish, Portuguese, and Korean. 52 seniors received a John and Abigail Adams Scholarship. This is a scholarship that provides a graduating senior with free tuition to any state college in Massachusetts. The 52 seniors awarded this scholarship achieved advanced and proficient on their MCAS scores and ranked in the top 10% of those tested. 92% of the seniors are continuing their education at a 4-year college, 2-year college, or a career and technical school. 2% of the students are entering the military, 4% are entering the workforce, and 2% of the students reported taking the year off to explore their options. There are 64 different colleges the seniors were accepted at, and there are approximately 47 different colleges they are attending. Another testament to the success of the class of 2024 is at class night, 115 scholarships were awarded to individuals in the class, totaling $242,000. All of these accomplishments would not have been possible without the support and love from parents, family members, teachers, and staff. I would personally like to thank the class advisors for the class of 2024, Mrs. Bernard, Mr. Nason, and Mrs. Roy. I have seen the endless hours they have spent to help these students succeed academically, emotionally, but mostly socially. A special thank you to all 4 school counselors and Mrs. Matheson, the school counseling office secretary, who pushed and pushed and pushed these seniors their senior year not to have senioritis in January. A huge thank you to Mrs. Miranda, our lead secretary in the main office, for all her hard work and long hours that allowed this graduation day to become a reality. And speaking of hard work, a huge shout out to Mrs. Kumpelanian, our yearbook advisor, who led a group of students to publish an amazing yearbook that was distributed Monday night at the class banquet. The theme for the yearbook was Then and Now, which truly embodies the journey this class has been on their 4 years at Ludlow High School. As our 2 speakers have already stated, they started their freshman year then, in August of 2020, the height of COVID, and spent their first year learning totally remote or totally hybrid, and they were either in cohort A, B, or C? I don't know if any of you remember those poll holes, do you? Yes, okay. Sophomore year, this class began their school year fully masked and fully in person. The class of 2022 was able, though, to navigate their way through their last 2 years at Ludlow High School, and they even managed to win a few Spirit Week challenges and to have an amazing senior farewell that held a lip sync surprise like no other. So, now the part of this class's journey is now. We say goodbye. This year, are we not only saying goodbye to the class of 2024, but we are saying goodbye to one faculty member and one staff member. Mrs. Lori Langlois, a special education English teacher, and Mrs. Lisa Diatalevi, a paraprofessional. Mrs. Langlois is retiring at the end of the school year, and Mrs. Diatalevi retired in April after working for the Ludlow Public School System for over 30 years. Best wishes to them. So, the class of 2024, are there any words of wisdom I can instill upon you for your departure? No, most likely not. I know all of you have a passion to get out into the world, spread your wings, and have many new experiences. The walls of Ludlow High School have served as purpose for you, and now you have to figure out your purpose. The beginning of your senior year, you all had the opportunity to decorate your graduation cap, and they were hung proudly in the main ramp of Ludlow High School. We all found such joy in reading the thoughts you had in September, and I hope they match the thoughts as you sit here today. Whatever your cap may or may not have had or have said, graduates, please remember your roots and promise yourself you will always try hard. If you have learned anything these past 4 years, your life can change very quickly, but make the most of each day and always remember you are always a lion. Congratulations, class of 2024. I now will be presenting the Excellence in Academic Achievement Awards. They are in your program, and we will award our students. So our #1 ranking student, presented by the Ludlow Education Association Award to Theron Peltier. For excellence in the study of literature, the George E. Russell Award, Elena Chaplin. Excellence in the study of United States history, the Paul R. Baird U.S. History Award, Theron Peltier. The School Citizenship Award, the American Legion Award, Elena Chaplin. Excellence in the study of social studies, the John J. Hurley Award, Olivia LeClaire. Excellence in the study of language, the Paulo Zena Foreign Language Award, Logan Costa. Excellence in the study of art, the Bernard Burns Art Award, Rachel Roach. study of choral music, music history, and music theory, the Gregory Wren Award, Tabitha Santos Nadad. Excellence in the study of English, the Florence M. Saunier Award, Darren Peltier. One who exemplifies the combination of athletics, academics, and good sportsmanship, the James P. Rooney Award for Excellence in Athletics, Benjamin Silvera. Leadership and Service to Ludlow High School, the William D. Mullins Student Government Award, Mary Zakara. Excellence in the study of instrumental music, the John Philip Sousa Band Award, Felicia Pacheco. The one who best exemplifies the combination of athletics, academics, and good sportsmanship, the Helen Kudlik Award for Excellence in Athletics, Elena Chaplin. Excellence in the study of mathematics, the Peter Boita Award, Darren Peltier. And excellence in the study of science, the Francis R. Duclos Achievement Award, Mary Zakara. So congratulations, students, and I now have one more award to give to a teacher. Beginning with the graduating class of 2020, each senior at the beginning of their senior year signs a white graduation gown. Their signing of the gown is a commitment that they plan to make it through their senior year and graduate. As an expression of their gratitude at the end of their senior year, students then choose a teacher in Ludlow High School that has impacted them the most throughout their 4 years and has contributed positively to the Ludlow High School community. Not only have our current students recognized the impact teachers have on students, but the Ludlow High School graduating class of 1972 also recognizes a teacher who has made a positive impact on the students. At the class of 1972 50th class reunion, the class decided to recognize a Ludlow High School teacher with a medallion, a plaque to be hung in the high school, and a monetary award for all their hard work, dedication, and passion in teaching students. The Ludlow High School seniors recognized this teacher with gowning them and having them wear the white Commitment to Graduate gown. I'd like to now call to the stage to receive their medallion from this year's class president, Melina Denise, the teacher who was chosen by this class to wear the white graduation gown and receive the recognition by the class of 1972, Mrs. Carrie Valentine. Not sure you can all see it, but everyone's name is on that white gown, their signature, and they are sitting behind me. Congratulations, Mrs. Valentine. I'd like to now invite the seniors who are a member of the concert band to join their classmates for their last instrumental performance. They will be playing Legacy, which is directed by the band director, Mr. Kevin McAvoy.
2024 Vice President. At this time, I'd like to introduce the Superintendent of Ludlow Public Schools, Dr. Frank Tiano.
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations to our graduates. This is my second commencement as your superintendent, and once again, I am truly privileged to be a part of the ceremony. For you, the graduates, this is a culminating event, not only for this year, but for your entire time with us at Ludlow Public Schools. Like other events through the years, and one that I will highlight in a moment, this one is reflective of what it means to be from Ludlow. Tradition and pride. And that's important because, like you, I was fortunate to grow up in a city full of pride and very much steeped in tradition. And as I watched you participate in your senior farewell last week, it brought back a flood of memories that reminded me of how grateful I am to have been raised in such a community, and how my values, work ethic, and identity are wholeheartedly shaped by where I'm from. It never leaves me. Watching each of you move past me during your walkthrough, I knew that feeling will never leave you either. In my opinion, the farewell and walkthrough personified Ludlow pride. Not only were you showered with the warmest school send-off that I've ever seen, but it also cemented your ties to other graduates, from the class of 2028 to a long line of LHS alum, as you hung the 2024 class banner next to every class banner since 1970. An unbreakable bond connecting generations of Lions. Graduates, I share this with you because in a little while you will line up, hear your name, cross the stage, shake some hands, and receive your high school diploma. And though once you leave the stage, you are no longer a student of Ludlow Public Schools, please know that Ludlow Public Schools in the Ludlow community will always be a part of you. And that is important for you to know, because throughout your life, you'll experience times of success and ease, as well as some times of doubt, frustration, and uncertainty. In those harder times, you will do some soul searching. And as you start to recall and embrace some of those lessons and memories from your past, you will fully appreciate being from a community rich in tradition and pride, and a school system dedicated to the education and well-being of its students. Like most graduation speeches, I would like to end with an inspirational quote. And since our Boston Celtics are back in the NBA Finals, on your big day, as they were on my graduation day way back in June of 1985, I thought I would share this quote from the greatest basketball player of all time, Larry Bird. Mr. Bird says, "A winner is someone who recognizes his God-given talents, works his tail off to develop them into skills, and then uses these skills to accomplish his goals." So class of 2024, as you step into the next chapter of your life, remember where you come from, and let the pride that you feel today strengthen your foundation as you dedicate yourselves to recognizing your talents and working hard to transform your potential into success. Congratulations and best of luck.
At this time, I'd like to introduce the chairperson of the Ludlow Public Schools School Committee, Mrs. Sarah Bowler.
Good evening, families, teachers, administrators, fellow school committee members, but most importantly, the class of 2024. My name is Sarah Bowler, chairwoman of the Ludlow School Committee. Graduates, today marks the end of the first phase of your life, the first of many journeys you will take. 31 years ago, I remember walking across this stage. I could not wait for this night, the start of the rest of my life. I believe it was our senior assembly that our class advisors handed each of us a scrolled up piece of paper with Dr. Seuss's "Oh, the Places You'll Go" printed on it. At the time, I never truly realized the significance of this book and graduation. As an adult, I see why this book is associated with graduation and how Dr. Seuss truly captured the idea of what happens next. You're about to enter the next phase of your life. Some of you know what's next, some of you think you know what's next, and dare I say, some of you have no idea what you are doing or where you are going, and that is okay. Whether or not you think you have it all figured out, I will tell you, you probably don't. Don't be surprised if your plans change, sometimes unexpectedly, sometimes against our will or desire, sometimes multiple times. That's life. Don't let it discourage you. The world is full of beautiful twists and turns that we don't always expect or prepare for. They are just the places we pass to get to where we are going. They are what makes us who we are. They are what eventually makes us who we are meant to be. Each struggle we face or battle we win makes us stronger. Even every loss we suffer has a purpose. Today you get your high school diploma, and that will be behind you. Which path you take next does not decide your future, but does determine the places you go to get there. Choose wisely, but don't be afraid to take chances. Sometimes the risks we take us to outcomes we never dreamed possible. As I was preparing this speech, I came across a meme that was perfect for this occasion, and I wanted to share it with you. I wish I could go back and tell my younger self, it won't always be easy, but it will be so worth it. You're in for one crazy, beautiful ride. This could not be truer for the start of your tomorrow. It might not always seem beautiful, but trust me, it's worth it. On behalf of the entire school committee, I leave you with the last page of Dr. Seuss's book. Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. Congratulations, class of 2024. We could not be prouder.
Superintendent Dr. Giano, School Committee Chairwoman Mrs. Bowler. At this time, I attest that the students seated here today have successfully completed all the academic requirements necessary to obtain a diploma from Ludlow High School. I recommend the awarding of diplomas at this time. It is the Ludlow High School tradition to keep the awarding of the diplomas a ceremonious process, so I ask that the audience be respectful in your applause so that each family member may hear the name of their graduate being called. Thank you.
Melina Kylie Denise. Hannah Elizabeth Gonzalez. Keely Mairead Smythe. Selah Marie McHale. Theron Michael Pelletier. Evan Sousa Jaworski. Nina Elizabeth Gomes. Kruana Nianan. Mary Ann Zahara. Austin Kent Morehouse. Emma Elizabeth Ellis. Caden Antonio Balinskis. Logan Antonio Costa. Katia Evelise Marks. Natalie Carrera. Jadis Lee Rivera. Natalie Elizabeth Miner. Rowan Elise Vaz Matus. Tatiana Christine Marks. Victoria Elizabeth Hamilton. Gabriella Mariana Piers. Cassie Leah Malakias. Ashley Rose Miller. Hannah Ann Cormier. Destiny Marie Hurst. Josiah Stephanitis.
Let's go! Let's go, Sarah!
Gabriela Moreira Diaz. Julia DeRosa. Nathan Brandon Vieira. Sydney Mae Kravig. Skylar Kristen Gerard. Gabrielle Marissa Mariani. Anthony Todd Emco. Michael James Soloyo. Joseph Kevin Holer III. Andrew Timothy Provost. Montia Nicole Sincere McCall. Kira Anne-Marie Cotting. Olivia Stanislaw Leclerc. Quentin Sophie Ash Kopek. Tiana Marie Rodriguez. Kayla Rose Rivero. Avery Louise Marie Smith. Emma Rose Sesback. Katia Rose Briera. Brooke Mackenzie Cameron. Taylor McKenna Foster. Catherine Elizabeth Pearson. Emma Kathleen Hughes. Ariana Corrine Fitzpatrick. Sophia Grace Sharia. Elizabeth Claire Richter. Thomas Mark Prisville. Sung Ho Jang. Bharat Rahma Khan. Austin Reed Santos. Caden Robert Lopez Larimore. Caden Michael Burrell. Thaddeus Alphonse Gramulka. Kyle Patrick Martin. Joshua Matthew Marino. Connor Richard Callahan. Alexavier Joseph Carmona. Aiden Christopher Carmona. Nathan Evan Barnard. Noelle Margaret Dion. Taylor Candace Morton. Trevor J. Goff. Merrill Robert Eldridge. Caden Matthew Lanero. Thomas Anthony Guiterio. Daniel Christopher McKinney, Jr. Dylan Thomas Bernier. Landon Christopher DeSanti. Brendan James Haynes. Benjamin Carter Silvera. Piat Madik Buzina. Cole Anthony Bamford. Caden Joseph Green. Michael Joseph Ferrara. Joseph McDonald. Tristan Oliver Silvera. Joseph Braga. Javat Kolenovich. Trevor James Douglas. Isabella Rose Cabral. Kaylee Ann Dominique. Brianna Shavs Saraiva. Ariana Victoria Soares. Maya Pearl Boyce. Elizabeth Zena Braz. Felicia Lynn Pacheco. Elizabeth Kathleen Zuko. Gabriela Maria Machado. Emma Rita Bernard. Tabitha Ann Santos Nadad. Rusul Mazin Aljanbi. Sophie Claire Provost. Kayliana Cologne. Tierra Marie McLaurin. Savannah Rose Miller. Luke Roberts Martin. Jacob Xavier Webb. John Flanagan McClintock. Malia Kirsten Pirog. Miranda Leanne Reyes Wozni. Marina Jodianne Soja. Lexi Mena Tavares Santucci. Cody Ray Sanderson. Nico Antonio Coelho. Adam Christopher Connors. Mathis Alexander Fitzgerald. Nathan Christopher Tracy. Annalise Ortiz. Jean Kuszewski. Jessica Lynn Beautrain. Rachel Ann Roach. Trisha Germaine Thiebaud. Kira Ivy Sweeney. Julia Danielle Valadas. Juliana Pina Coelho. Emma Trinity Orocho. Kiana Baker. Desiree Francisco. Gianna Lynn Hafner. Caitlin Marie Ryan. Amanda Marie Riley. Abigail Valerie Gonzalez Corney. Caitlin Faith LaFont. Chloe Ann Ray. Elena Carissa Chaplin. Ella Jean Roback. Deborah Elianai Rosado Pagan. Nicholas Joseph Gonzalez. Bryce Michael Pieta. Ryan Matthew Kurtz. Enzo Sarazina Bada. Aaron Lewis Menz. Connor Jeffrey Mazzarato. Justin Briggs Hatch. Nicholas Antonio Alacio. Holden James Bernier. Diogo Miguel Ribelo dos Santos. William E. Poirier IV. Lou Gonzalez. Jaden Marcus Jessup. Jaden Michael Egia. Giovanni Rubo. Allison Helen Keogh. Luke Daniel Martin. James Anthony Ferrara. Alex Cruz Freitas. Christian Casares. Mason Marks. Idris Roski. Daniel James Krutka. Anthony Thomas Shea. Jacob Thomas Moquin. Benjamin Michael Steele. Cameron Joseph Dawson. Thomas DeRoyne. Stephen Goodrow. Matula Naktari. Mason Edward Fisher.
Congratulations, graduates. You are now officially alumni of Ludlow High School. So we now ask that the class of 2024 remain standing, and we invite all alumni of Ludlow High School to please stand to join us in the singing of the alma mater, which will be performed by our concert chorus. And I ask that you look to the back of your program, and any alumni, please join us in the singing of our alma mater. Class of 2024, you remain standing. So this concludes our graduation ceremony. Please stay in your seats until the recessional of the graduates is complete. All guests are invited to meet the graduates on the upper concourse or the main atrium. When they recess out of the building, they will not be coming back in. They go right up the stairs and they will meet you outside. So thank you for coming. Congratulations to our graduates. And again, please remain seated until we recess out. Faculty, please come forward.